4-inch section.
Hi, this is Cultural Encounter, exploring art, culture, and life in Yamhill County. My guest today is Bonnie Hickerson, and we're going to be talking about a really exciting event that's coming up mid-May, the Amity Art Collective Tour. And so it's the third weekend in May, which is, I should have looked at a calendar.
15th, 16th, 17th,
Excellent.
11 to 5, all 3 days.
All 3 days, great. And so tell me more about the Amity Art Collective.
So the Amity Art Collective was started by a small group of artists who wanted to get the community more involved with art. And so one of our goals is to get the community more active in art. And there are several things that we're doing, and we're hoping to do more. One of the things that we're doing is the upcoming tour, and the tour is free to the public. And so on the tour, we have the middle school as one of our locations.
Oh, fun.
We have middle school and high school students involved this year, a small group of them. We're hoping that that will grow into something more exciting, and we want to extend what we're doing with students to, we're exploring ideas for that.
That's so exciting. Well, and I love how it's just so community driven, and it's artists in Amity wanting to do something for the people there. That's so cool. How many artists are involved?
On the board, we have, I'm going to have to count, I don't know off the top of my head. I think there's 6 of us actively involved right now. I hope I have the right number.
Apologies to them.
No. Yeah, and we have the middle school teacher who has started an art club, after school art club, who wants our artists now to be involved with that. So that's exciting.
Cool.
Yeah. And I don't know, we have the tour, we have 25 artists, 17 locations.
Wow.
We do have guest artists that are from out of the area, and they're either showing with another artist. We have one guest artist who is showing at Kristen Hill Winery. So,
neat.
yeah.
Oh my gosh, so there's 25 artists in 17 different locations. And what are they? Well, so one of them is there's a winery. Is it the artists' homes, or are there other businesses? Like, what kind of places?
There will be, that's a good question. There will be Cassie Van Domelen, who owns the Blue Goat, will be showing there with Marilyn Affolter, who used to be an Amity resident. And everybody else is at their home location or home studio.
Oh, neat.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the, having gone on 1 or 2 art tours, I think getting to go into the artist's studio in their home space and seeing, like, it's so cool, even just like the mess that they try and hide behind a campus, but getting to really go in that space and to see like where a working artist exists, it's really exciting.
Well, and the other thing, we do have 3 artists who have scheduled demonstrations.
Ooh.
And we have several artists who will give a demonstration if asked.
Neat.
And that's on our website. So Amity Art Collective Tour is the website, and it just kind of tells about that. We're also doing a drawing.
Oh, cool.
We have, and here I'm going to get the number wrong again, I think there's 6 or 7 items that artists have donated for the drawing, and we have a card that guests will take around and get stamped at each location. The more stamps, the higher chance of getting something, but all of the cards will go into I don't know what you'd call it, a drawing.
Yep.
So everybody, even if they only visit one location, has a chance of getting something.
They should try their luck. That's so fun.
Yeah.
And I guess, so many different kinds of artists. Some of the demonstrations, are they going to be kind of what kinds of different art styles are going to be?
So painters, obviously. We have Daniel Willis, who will be doing a pottery demonstration, and I'm not positive, but I think he's doing something on the wheel. I'll be doing a raku demonstration.
Oh, yay! Oh, so cool.
And who is our third person? Oh, Joanne Liccardo is going to be doing an oil paint demonstration.
Oh, neat.
And then we have several artists who will be doing demonstrations of their media.
Yeah.
And that's on the website. So.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
And I mean, I know that you're wanting Amity community folks, but you're hoping to get a big response from everywhere in the county.
Yes.
It's not just...
Yeah. Part of it is sharing that with the not just Amity community, but the community in whole.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and it's so cool that there are so many artists that are in Amity. How did you first start to kind of connect? Has everyone just always known everyone?
No, actually. So there was 3 of us who initially got together and actually it started with 2, and then we brought in a 3rd person, and we just kind of started talking about, well, this would be neat if we could do this, and it grew to people we knew to bring. We weren't going to form a nonprofit, and then we went to the bank because none of us wanted to have the money in our own account. We wanted it to be all legit, and so we went to the bank, and the bank said, "I'm sorry, we can't do that unless you're a nonprofit."
Oh, okay.
So we started a nonprofit.
As you do, yes.
Yeah, and so the group brainstormed names, and we chose a name, and we chose a logo, and it just kind of grew from there.
That's so cool. And I guess, how long has the organization been doing its thing?
We started a little over a year ago.
That's so cool.
Yeah. Oh, and you asked, did we know all of the artists? No, we surprisingly found artists that live in the Amity area that nobody knew about.
Wow, they just came out of the woodwork, I guess.
So it's been exciting to see how many artists are in the Amity community itself.
Yeah.
So that's been fun.
That is so cool. And I mean, for connecting with the schools, I mean, you have a background as an educator. Was that something, and I know that you've also through the Art Harvest program have mentored high school students before. What was, I guess, kind of where did the art collective, was the school brought into it? Was having kids involved and students involved always?
We actually tried last year, and we had our tour. Last year was our first tour, and it was the first weekend of May. And we talked to 2 of the high school teachers, and they were both like, we'd love to do this, but this is our May Day week. And it was like, oh, you don't have to say it anymore. I totally understand. They were very busy.
Yes.
And so we moved it to the 3rd weekend of May so that we could then get the involvement of the schools. And Darcy Hatch, who is the middle school teacher, is very enthusiastic about art, and she has worked with many of the high school students, and so she is an excellent contact, and she wants to see art grow in the school and in the community too. So she is a good school resource. Yeah.
That's so cool. Well, and I'm curious, thinking about, it's such a great opportunity for the students to kind of learn about kind of the business of making art and showing art and selling it. Do you feel like for some of the just some of the regular artists that it's kind of a similar, or do you feel like most of the folks that are on the tour are pretty seasoned artists and they have been doing this a while? Or do you...
Most of the artists on the tour are seasoned artists. We do have 2 artists. Actually, I have to back up. I'm pretty sure 2 artists that this is their first show.
Oh, neat.
One of them, it may not be. The other one, it definitely is. And she is a young woman with two little, one infant and a toddler.
Oh my goodness, okay.
But her paintings are amazing. And so we're kind of working with her and on the business end, how do you sell your artwork? How do you price your artwork? How do you where do you go from here? And so she's excited about the tour, and she's excited about creating more art and hopefully starting to really sell her art. So that's going to be a mentoring process with her, I think, that continues on after the tour.
That's so cool. I mean, it really is homegrown artists and what you can learn and share from that process. So so it's the AmityArtCollective.com? AmityArtCollectivetour.com. Okay.
Yes. However, if you do Google Amity Art Collective, it'll come up on your Google search.
Thank goodness for internet searches.
Yeah.
And in terms of like how spread out, there's a map on the website that folks can find?
There is a map on the website, and there is also on that map page, there's a list of the artists. If you click on an artist's name, it'll take you to Google Maps.
Oh, cool.
And so you don't have to,
plug anything into anything else. Yes,
exactly. But if you want an overall view of what it looks like, there's a map that kind of shows the area, so it gives you a general idea of where locations are.
Oh, cool. And if it's a beautiful weekend in Amity, are there enough studios that would make like a great walking? You could walk around downtown.
Unfortunately, there is in the Ballston area. There are three artists that are walking distance of each other, so that's a good one. But then, as you're going in towards Amity, there's 2 more stops, and then you kind of get closer to Amity, and you take just a little bypass, and you've got 4 artists.
Oh goodness, okay.
And then, and those 2 locations, so 4 artists in 2 locations, and those 2 are close enough. If you wanted to walk, you could.
Oh, neat.
Then you get into Amity itself, and we have 1 person, well, no, I take that back. There are 3 people in the downtown area, and they are close enough that you could walk. 2 of them in one location, 1 in another location, and those are close enough that you could walk.
Yes. And then the school, you had said the students are
I'm sorry, that's 3 locations.
Hooray! Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Well, so, it's with these tours, it's so much fun to kind of plan your route and see.
And I did on the map, if you were coming from the McMinnville direction, I did number them in a logical route if you wanted to try to make.
Oh, nice.
Right.
That's very helpful.
If you're coming from a different location, then that's kind of out the door.
Yeah, you're well.
Yeah.
You'll just have to plug it into Google yourself, I guess. Yes. Like, we'll see how that goes. Well, that's so exciting. So starts Friday 11 to 5.
Correct.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday 11 to 5.
Yes.
15th, 16th, 17th of May. Should be a beautiful weekend.
Hopefully it will be.
Yes. Well, not on our table here.
There you go.
Well, it's
and
so
it
exciting.
Is wood.
It is, yeah, I know. It's so exciting to hear about what the Amity Art Collective is up to and what you're up to as well. So congrats on making this happen.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
So.
Thanks. This has been Cultural Encounter. My name is Courtney Terry. Thank you.